and she passed away from, she was buried near Medina because she passed away on a journey, okay? So what ended up happening was, one time later on in his life, okay, this was during the Medini phase, when he was over the age of 50 now, he was on a journey and they were passing by the area and they camped there overnight. So his mother's grave was in the area where they were camping. And the companions, they woke up in the morning and they looked and they tried to find where he was because his tent was empty. And they walked to a nearby area and they saw that he was standing at the grave of his mother and he was crying. And this is the Prophet ﷺ crying at the grave of his mother, and he didn't even get to know her that well, right? 6 years is not a long time, okay? So the amount that our mothers do for us, even if we don't know or recall, is worth us being attached to them and emotionally attached to them. And the dua of a mother is something you could never replace. You know, I'm Egyptian, okay? My mother's Egyptian. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا Egyptian mothers, okay? So there was nothing more that I wanted being a boy than getting my own place, moving out, having freedom, you know, this. My mom was like the kind of mom that was like, be home before Dhuhr. Let me tell you about my mom, by the way. I didn't tell you about my mom yet. Okay, so my mom, may Allah bless all our mothers, say Ameen. My mom, if I didn't pray Fajr in the masjid, she wouldn't talk to me the whole day. I'm not kidding. If I didn't pray Fajr in the masjid, forget praying Fajr, forget praying it, making the waqt, praying it at home, no. If I didn't pray it in Jama'ah, at the masjid, if I missed the Jama'ah at the masjid, and still went and prayed it, she wouldn't talk to me. She reminds me of the mother of Imam Malik. I'm just confused as to why I'm not like Imam Malik. Okay? She would call my work and cancel, she would call in sick for me if I missed Fajr at the masjid, saying, you don't deserve money today. This is my mom. She's intense, dude. Right? And so you can understand, you can sympathize with me wanting to move out, yeah? Like being a teenager and then college, I wanted to have my own space. So I was really excited. I got a job in Dallas as an assistant imam, and I was going to study with Sheikh Abdel Nasser, going to study Islam and things like that. So I was really excited. I got my first apartment, I got my first car, I felt like a G. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm by myself, I'm a man. I'm gonna go get this, I'm gonna eat dinner, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna tip the waiter $10, like all this stuff, right? Muslims are like, $10, whoa, that's ridiculous, right? The gold plates. So I get home to my apartment, all my friends left and I was by myself. And within a minute, I was on the living room floor, just laying there crying, saying, I miss my mom. And I called my wife, because we had Clipping and Tab at the time, and I was just crying. I was like, I miss my mom. She's like, I can't understand what you're saying, stop crying. And I was just crying, and I miss my mom. And I tell you now, I've been out of my home in Chicago now for, what is it now, 6 years, 5-6 years. And I regret, I cannot tell you how much I regret not spending more time with my mom. And the biggest fear I have right now in my life is getting a phone call saying that my mother has passed away. That's my biggest fear. And whenever I'm in Chicago, I stay up after Fajr drinking shay with her, and I massage her feet because they're the ceiling of Jannah, right? And why do I do it? I'm not telling you why. I'm not showing off. I'm telling you that I wasted time when I was with her. I wasted time. I wasted time being angry. I wasted time being, stuck up, arrogant. I wasted time hanging out with friends too much. Hang out with your friends. Be cool. Have a good relationship. But don't ditch your family to the point where you're going to regret it once you leave. Because you can never, I'm begging my mom to come stay with me in Dallas. Not because she cooks biftek, right? And macarona bil bishmal, right? But I'm asking, everyone's like, oh man, we only have an hour and a half left, guys, right? Eat it now. ايه طبعا كشري طبعا البصل, right? So kushari, right? That's kushari is like the soul food of the Egyptians, right? أمي المصرية من اسكندرية. نعم في محدث ما شاء الله أحسن الناس ما شاء الله. ما شاء الله. الحمد لله. Reminds me, mashallah. So to conclude this question, mashallah, it's important. Let me just give a reminder to all the sons and daughters. Spend a lot of time with your parents. Be good to them. And I'm going to give you one final advice, and this is going to sound weird. You ready? Forgive your parents. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to pick you up late. You know, they say we'll be there at 6, they get there at 6:30. You know, you tell them, please wake me up at 8, I have an exam. They'll wake you up at 9. They might wake you up earlier than you wanted. Mom, I want to sleep in tomorrow. I've been awake all week. Your mom is cooking, zalabia at 6 in the morning, right? Forgive your parents. Holding grudges is bad. Holding grudges against your parents is poisonous. Forgive them, inshallah. They're human beings as well. And you'll find when you forgive them, and don't say, I forgive you, parents. That's weird, okay? But in your heart, don't hold anything against them, and you'll see your relationship with them will get better. And for parents, don't be afraid to say sorry to your kids if you make a mistake. Don't be afraid. It's not taking away your honor. It's not taking away your strength. It's actually giving you more strength. And don't be too tough on your kids. Be in the middle, right? وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. Be in the middle. Don't be too far on the edges, inshallah. But ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq, inshallah. One question? Okay, one last question from the sisters, inshallah. Because we have to eat suhoor, man. I'm Hanafi, so we're 3:20. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. We have many mothers in the audience tonight, and they're asking how do we help our single brothers and sisters in the community get to know each other the proper way for marriage?
Okay, stop making marriage so difficult. Stop making the mahr so high. Stop making marriages have to cost $40,000. Stop telling the guys that they have to have a year's worth of pay in their bank account before they can propose. Okay? Make marriage easy. Don't make it too easy, but make marriage easy, inshallah. One way to let people get to know each other is by getting involved in the masjid. Right? If you can get involved in the community, if someone has good interest here in something, whether it's teaching a class or taking a class, or helping set up for iftar or things like that, there are halal ways for people to get to know one another. If you look at the life of Khadija radiallahu anha, she sent Maysara to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam because she worked with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They worked together, she got to know him, she admired his character, and she proposed to him. That's a halal way to get to know somebody, right? And so we have to be careful not to let our cultures stop us from what the deen says is okay. So if we want to allow for people to get to know one another, set up systems, allow people to get to know one another in those systems, inshallah, and don't make marriage difficult. Like I said, don't make the mahr so high, don't make the mu'akhara so high, don't make all the wedding, don't make you have to rent a hall and pay this much money. It really makes it difficult, and then people go out, they commit haram, and it's not good. So encourage marriage to be easy, but at the same time, make systems where people can get to know one another, like at the masjid or different family systems, things like that. And don't be so picky, guys and girls. One brother told me, he's like, I want a girl. One sister told me I want brother Brad Pitt. And the guy was like, I want a girl who looks like Kim Kardashian, right? And I was like, well, then why do you look like Shrek, dude? Like, and even then I was like, Kim Kardashian is like completely fake. Like, she's like Photoshopped like 3.0. Like, man, I'll give her hidayah, I don't know, but dude, like, appreciate natural beauty, dude. Appreciate iman. Appreciate the nur that iman gives somebody. When you become addicted to the things that are not good, then you won't appreciate things that are good. So be careful with that, inshallah ta'ala. Okay? We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us tawfiq. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our siyam and qiyam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give strength and long life to our Shaykhana Qatalani, inshallah.
So please forgive us.
Everyone.